there, welcome to this appraisal. Okay, so as always, I'll be casting my eyes over your pieces and hopefully be making you a cash offer for every item that you have today. First up, let me introduce these sought after pieces. Do you know anything about this? So this was Anne Hathaway's Cottage. Now this building has seen some redevelopments and tragedies over the years, notably a fire, but it is now open to the general public as a museum. So this is where Anne lived as a child. The farmhouse is located in Warwickshire, close to Stratford upon Avon. And you can see the intricate details of things like the windows, doors, the foliage, lovely little bench there. Just a little wear and tear here. But other than that, it is a beautiful historical piece, one that any collector of these famous buildings would be very happy to have. Of course, the beautiful thatched roof there, and 3 chimneys. I believe there are 10 to 12 bedrooms at property. Let me make you the initial proposal there. Okay, moving on. You obviously know that I'm a big fan of various Funko Pops. I believe we have 3 here today. So your first one, and what I particularly like about this one, it has been protected by this plastic box here. This is Jiruto Shishida, model number 1236, from My Hero Academia. Now Jiruto themselves appear to be in a very nice condition. The box is intact, and you have this lovely explosive artwork here, and the rest of the characters from this particular series here. And this was a special edition model. So I'm very much in love with that one. Thank you. 167 Funko Pop was designed in good faith. This was the DC Comics Bombshells range, Wonder Woman in all pink, model 167. created in order to provide awareness and funding for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation there. You can see the ethos there and the intentions. So a $50,000 donation. So you can read that for yourself. But Wonder Woman is looking glorious. She's in good condition, as always. She never lets us down. Lovely condition, box again. Another great one for any collector there. Next we have a larger Funko Pop. This is Jack's Sally, of course, from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. 1358. You can see Sally there. Looks as though she's in the graveyard next to a tombstone. There is an official product. And obviously, we can certainly offer you more if you acquire Jack Skellington in these two forms. And the Pumpkin King there. So there is 4 in total for you. Again, very good condition. I don't think any of these Funkos have been taken out of the box. Very much intact and pristine. Thank you. So let me just jot that down. And Wonder Woman. Okay, let's move on. Now, taking you back to the 90s in sponsorship with Sainsbury's, we had the official England coins from the 1998 squad here. I'll bring those for you. Not sure how well you can see these. 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have the 22 squad members who participated. I think 98 was at the World Cup, possibly. So the manager at the time was Glenn Hoddle, captain was Alan Shearer, and you have the rest of the squad here. Strikers were Michael Owen, Teddy Sheringham, Andy Cole, and of course back in those days Paul Scholes was a very useful number 10 before dropping back later on. Of course we had Gaza, we had Bex, and at the back we had characters like the Nevilles. Interestingly here, Gareth Southgate, recent ex-manager, Sol Campbell, Tony Adams, Tim Flowers, of course, Blackburn Rovers. So let me see if I can obtain one of these coins. show you the details. So that is Andy Cole. And they're pretty much lifelike. And of course you have the England badge there. Obviously the collection is complete. You have the complete binder. Of course, it was the journey to France. A few words from Glenn Hoddle there. You had our qualifying games. Poland, Georgia, Italy. Never seemed to beat the Italians. There was a 1-0 loss there. A 0-0 with the Italians there, but we did finish top of the group, 1 point above the Blues there, and 19 points. Just the 1 loss, 1 draw, 6 wins. And we have player profiles for the squad members who travelled. Lasso there, left back. Keogh. Have your midfielders there. And your strikers. So, beautiful collector's item from around 26 years ago. Just a little wear and tear. We have a loose character here. Gareth. He's escaped again. Okay, thank you. Let's have a look what we've got next. Now, I'm sure you've all recently heard that Oasis have announced that they're getting back together for a set of gigs. They're going on tour again. If you were a 90s child, of course, Oasis would have played some part in your childhood, and the anticipation is that official Oasis memorabilia is going to go up in price. This is the Times Fly double disc CD album, collection of their classics. Disc one here, and second disc here. A lot of the imagery is of shows, concerts, possibly Glastonbury, who knows that, you tell me. If I can get the little booklet out here. We have some words from superfans over the years here about how Oasis played a part in their youth. Now, what tracks do we have on the album? All classics. Supersonic, Live Forever, Roll With It, Wonderwall, some sang by Noel, the majority by Liam, Stand By Me, Songbird, Some Might Say, I'll Let It Out. Now, unfortunately for me, my favourite title is missing, which is Morning Glory. Doesn't seem to be contained within this album, unfortunately. But for any Oasis fan, I'm sure that this is going to be something special for you as your track listings. Okay, so very nice seeing Oasis stuff there. Certainly going to offer you more than the $5.99 there. And finally, what do we have? I see that you're a fan of the British comedy classic Only Fools and Horses, voted the best British sitcom of all time. So what do we have first? Let's go with Del Boy's iconic yellow Reliant Regal van here, keyring encased, this little plastic display. Of course, the beautiful artwork and font there. We have Trotters Independent Trading, otherwise abbreviated to TIT. We have New York, Paris and Peckham, which is obviously where the boys were from. A lovely little item there for any Only Fools and Horses fan and collector. Of course, brilliantly, we have a style number there, so we can identify this particular one. Okay, lovely. And then we have 3 characters from the show. There is Del Boy, suited up, with glass in hand. Now you have 3 characters, there are 4 in the collection, so we're looking for Trigger there. And there is also a Pucker Gold set there to look out for. Okay, box is good. Of course we have Grandad, complete with a pork pie hat there. And of course Rodders. There he is. Rodney's got a pint. So the typical Rodney hairstyle and the long face. Nicholas Lyndhurst, who is in the new Frasier series. So just Grandad to look out for. final notes and make you a cash offer for all these pieces. Stay 100, 50, 20, 40, 60, 150. Let's get that cash offer made. And also, to sweeten the deal, some of these notes have the image of Charlie there, as opposed to Her Majesty, the new notes. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 140, 150 there. Would you like to take this offer or send the items to auction?